Welcome to the Pre-Patch Podcast. Enjoy these patch notes.
Twitch didn't fail us, and they decided that they were going to ban their most popular streamer, which is Kai
This was
Cenat.
wild.
And he, so Enigma, you're the one that told me he was banned for riding his motorcycle. Is that what it was? That
I don't know.
what it was?
There's a
Well, I
lot
heard
of
a
things.
few
There's
things,
a lot
yeah.
of things going around. Like the one thing that I heard was he was riding his motorcycle inside and they banned him for reckless behavior or something like that. And then
Yeah,
there was
like
another thing that I read that was like he was showing off his sexual content while he was playing GTA
GTA.
5.
Yeah. It was like excessive amount of sexual content within GTA.
So this is
something
the
like that.
this is the supposed clip
That's
of
the
him in the
rumor
dirt
mill.
bike.
Yeah.
The anti-endangerment provision is what so this is from Game Rant. So they're saying
Gamer
Is it Game Rant or Game Rant?
it's
Yeah.
it's Game Rant, not Game Rant. But anyway, yeah, so I guess this is the clip of him like riding his dirt bike in the house. I
Yeah.
can't imagine that they really would ban him for this, but I mean, sure.
I don't know. They've banned like in the one that I was reading, they had said that another creator had been banned for doing it pretty much the exact same thing on like a moped or a scooter.
Can
So,
you can
I mean,
we
it's fairly
stupid.
dangerous. Like that is dangerous. Like
is,
it
yeah.
100% is.
Can we just take a
don't-
second just to realize, like, first off, I want to back this up because I want to talk about the sheer fact that how many people try to get into the industry and they take everything that they're doing so seriously with their PC setup. Like, I cherish my setup more than I cherish
Right?
most
Yeah.
anything. And this dude is just
First
like,
thing he
fuck it.
does.
I'm gonna-
First thing he
damn
does,
motorcycle
right
into it.
Right. I'm gonna run my motorcycle right into my
Yeah.
rig. Right. Like,
Yeah.
I think it should, like, honestly, what, you know, and this is something I think we'll actually talk about with Kick, because I want to bring this up with Kick. But to me, this just shows the trajectory and honestly, like, in my mind, the degeneracy that is becoming live streaming in this type of format,
I
with
think-
just chatting or
Yeah.
whatever.
And these
I think it's
are
also-
influencers too. You know, these are
Yeah.
the ones that are putting this content out to these, you know, younger audiences, younger
think
minds, and this is what they're influencing on them.
I think it's also a lot of like, and great. I hate when people use this shit, right? But I do think it is for at least a lot of content creators like a sense of entitlement. Like they know that they can feasibly, if they do destroy something like that, like a really nice display or a PC like a 4090, you know, or something. A 4080, you know, like if they destroy something like expensive like that, they can easily replace it. And
Yeah, if not replace
You
it
know.
themselves, get it, you know,
Get it
sponsored.
replaced for free.
Yeah, you get
Yeah.
it replaced for free.
Right. Like, it's
which
just,
which also, like, if I'm a company, if I'm like Nvidia and I watch this and like he destroys a computer that I sent you for free, you ain't getting another one, motherfucker. Like,
Right.
well, I just, what I don't understand too is like the fact that people will just tune into this, watch and then they just feed it and they're like, oh, I'm like, this is content I want to watch. Like, I really,
Yeah.
like, I don't know, I just like, my kids are not allowed to watch this kind of like behavior because it's destructive. It's
just
you know,
stupid. man.
you're not
It's just like
benef-
brain rot behavior, like content. Like it's just like I can't imagine somebody actually sitting here and like getting enjoyment out of that. I don't know. Like I just can't.
Oh,
I can't see that.
I guarantee you that clip right there probably has millions of views, not just because
Yeah.
of
And
this.
people are going off. They're laughing their ass off. They're dying. They're like, this is the best, you know, thing that's happened in 2023. Like,
and on top of that, they're throwing them money. You know, they're throwing them money. They're
Yeah.
throwing them subs. They're throwing them, you know, all of this kind of stuff. Like, it just, it's a
Well, that's-
very, I don't know, man.
I was thinking about, like, we were kind of talking about it the other day on your stream, and I was just like, we were talking about how multifaceted and how like what's the word I'm looking for, like unpredictable Twitch's bans are, right? And
Yeah.
I was looking at this when I originally looked at it because I watched this clip. I was like, I was kind of the same way where I was like, man, Twitch, come on, like you doing L's left and right, you know, like you don't need to be banning the most popular person on your fucking site right now, right? But like 100%. I'm looking at this and he's pulling this shit, and I'm just like, yeah, I can see why they would have
It's
banned
yeah,
it. Yeah,
I can kind of see it, you know.
like you don't want that going out to a younger audience and then being like, hey, I can pull a goddamn motorcycle into my home and drive it out a window on accident. You know?
Well, I mean,
Mhm.
and now they're pulling more, and not even just that too, but it's also like I don't know who. Like, obviously, I doubt that this. I don't know if this is an apartment. I don't know if this is rented. I don't know if this is like a house. I don't know what
Yeah,
necessarily this is, right? But like, if I am a lot of
it's
these
probably a
creators,
content creator house.
like, would somebody owns this, right? If I'm
Yeah,
and I'm like, you're just, you know, I don't know what I would do if I saw someone riding a motorcycle inside my house. Like, I would just lose my shit. Like, I
yeah,
guess
I'd lose my shit 100%.
I don't. I just don't know. And I mean, honestly, like, I think now watching, because this is the first time I'm seeing this clip, like watching this clip and this, like, I almost wonder if maybe, right? And we just sat here and said, like, you don't need to be banning your most popular creator, but maybe Twitch is looking at Kick and saying, you know what? Take them. Like,
Yeah,
this is our time. Like, we can almost inadvertently
get rid
clean
of
up
all
our
this
act.
stuff.
I
Yeah,
was gonna say clean up
And
their site by sending everybody that's
over
doing
to
this kind
Kick.
of stuff over to Kick. Yeah,
And yes, they'll lose money. Like, obviously they're going to lose money
it's
because
for
that's going
once
to go,
Twitch
but
might not be thinking with their big head about like money and
they're
shit, you know.
they're thinking the long game, baby. No,
Yeah,
I mean, possibly. I mean,
maybe.
possibly. Who knows?
it very well could be a thing, because also too, like, if they are looking at wanting to sell, which we've all been kind of hinting at for a while, that selling is an option. Maybe it is something where
They do
the
have to clean up their act, you
yeah,
know.
because Microsoft or whoever else is not going to want to buy this. Like, they're just
No,
the stuff with, like, the Amarants, the Kai Cenats, the and again, this is not nearly as bad as, like, Aiden and some of the stuff that's been going on over on Kick, but like getting them
well,
off
this
of
is
this
out there. I
platform
mean,
and
this is
going
still
there.
Well, they
extreme.
also did you guys see that? And breaking off from Kai Cenat, did you say they banned
Cenat, by the way.
Forsen today as well?
Yeah, I saw they banned
Portion.
them.
I
Yeah.
didn't see that.
Yep,
Yeah,
I did see
like
it
just
was
barely today. I don't think that there's a reasoning out right now. I don't think that they've given anything, or that the community has come together trying to figure out what it was. But yeah, they banned him. So
also too, just not only is this dangerous just because of what could happen and getting hurt, but like the fact that he's sitting there revving a gas
you got
engine
CO2.
in,
Yeah,
in a
yeah.
closed-in room, like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's stupid. It's stupidity, man.
On
Because
what
like
looks like that's like
again,
carpet too. Like
again, you look at what Bill was just talking about, right? There was a thing on TikTok where
mhm.
a
It was
13-year-old
the
died
like
doing
Benadryl
the
challenge or
Benadryl
something.
challenge. Yeah, I guarantee you there will be multiple children that do this and probably get hurt because of carbon dioxide poisoning.
yeah.
If this was led to continue like this.
Because I mean, they don't know about that, and they see these guys doing it, like,
No,
oh,
they
that's
they
fine.
just see it and they're just like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
I'll
I want
try
to do
that.
that.
We'll do that, bro.
I don't know. That's it's ridiculous. But
Either way, whichever one it was that got banned, like if it was this or if it was the GTA shit, like you should know better. Come on, man.
Yeah.
right. Like, it's yeah. So that's it. I mean, so Kai Cenat again, banned on Twitch. I don't know if we know how long he's stay banned for, but they have
It's
banned
indefinite
him.
right now, I thought.
Is it really indefinite?
I heard
I
at
thought
the
it was a
moment.
48 hours.
I
I
didn't
don't
think it
know.
was.
I have to double check, but I thought I heard it was indefinite for now.
I would be surprised if that was if they did an indefinite ban. The other thing that I also heard was this, which I don't know if this will show it. Will it show the image? No, the clip is gone. They Kick sent him like these
Yeah.
green shoes. They're like
Yeah.
these fully green shoes, and obviously now the clip is gone because he was obviously not his stream's been banned, but people think that that's also why. I doubt that Twitch banned him for that. Like,
I don't know. I don't see Twitch banning him for getting a present from another competing streaming platform, but then again, I didn't really see Twitch using what's his name, Ninja's channel there for a while to advertise their shit either. So
Yeah.
Twitch can be petty, like 100% Twitch
I
can
mean,
be
no, they
petty.
can.
They're an extremely petty
But
company.
if you're
So,
looking at the most recent bans, here as far as like bigger names, right? I'm not gonna like we're not gonna go into like all of the smaller ones, but you know, they banned Meowry, which she's known for
Yeah.
very sexual over sexualized content. They banned Forsen known for, you know, not sexualized content, but he's known for being very, you know, toxic in behavior.
Yeah.
You know, they've now banned Kai Cenat.
Yeah.
You know, it's I mean,
Is it Kai Cenat or
it's Cenat.
Cent?
No, it's
Cenat.
Cenat, Cenat.
Yeah.
I've
So-
I've
so
always said Cent.
This is what I found. I don't know the credibility of this Twitter user Feared Buck, but he stated saying Twitch have now indefinitely banned 3 of their biggest black streamers: Aiden Ross, Kai Cenat, and iShowSpeed. So just from what he's stating,
So
it's saying that all 3 of those were indefinite. I don't know what the facts are, if they could just be rumors.
Two of them
Yeah,
100%
2
deserve
are Aiden and iShowSpeed.
deserve to be completely banned, and they honestly
Yeah.
should not have a platform to have any type of audience whatsoever. Like iShowSpeed is one of the I mean, he's up there with, you know, the whole ideology in my mind of like the Aiden Rosses and stuff like that, where
Yeah,
he
and
just
like the W streamer, all of that kind
I
of
mean,
stuff.
he's just a terrible terrible person when it comes to that kind
Yeah.
of stuff, like using
Well,
his
and
community in
one
the
of our
worst ways.
one of our viewers in chat says there's been worse things done than this, and those people have gotten a slap on the wrist. I agree, like 100%. Like Twitch, and then again, Twitch, like it's a dice system, 100%,
Yeah.
and that dice system is very heavily catered towards, if we like you, you get a higher. So to take it into D&D terms, right? Like if they like you, you have a higher proficiency score than other people. So like when they roll that dice, if it lands on the permaban, but you got a +8 because they really really like you, it's not a permaban.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it didn't dawn on me until now that this may be a way for Twitch to actually clean up their act, and they are actually,
It
you
it's
know,
it's a good point. Like it really is. Like I never thought about it either. I never thought about that way. But like if you think about it, coming off of, and I wasn't here last week, so I get to savor the fact that you said that I was right a week later.
they're talking about the
Coming
using
off,
their
yeah,
platform.
coming off
Yeah.
the platform last week when we talked about the fact that they're using, which is Amazon's streaming service, their
AWS.
Twitch's backend AWS. Yeah, Twitch just might be like, hey, fuck it, we're getting paid one way or another.
Yeah.
No,
That's
I mean,
true.
I mean, honestly, it is. I mean, this is, you know, we've said it for a long time that there needs to be kind of like a Twitch after dark or whatever else. And I mean, Kick can kind of function as that,
Kind of be that.
you know, without
Yeah.
having Twitch, you know, its necessary name behind it. And again, you know, some of the names that are mentioned in here, you know, Amaranth and things of that nature. I mean, those are things that, like, yes, you know, Twitch, they make money off them, right? Like they're a very large money maker, but at the same time, like they Twitch is kind of at a point where they're like, where are we supposed, you know, what are we supposed to do? Like we're not gonna tell them they can't do this, right? So at this point now they kind of can be like, you know what, we're not gonna allow, you know, you want to do this, go to Kick. Okay, go to Kick
Well,
and do it over there.
the thing you got to think about it, right, is like when it comes down to like the bigger names, right? So like Kai Cenat now, because he is one of those. Is it's Cenat, right?
It is Cenat. It's
Cenat,
C
yeah.
Okay.
A-T.
You got
Okay,
it.
Kai. I'm just gonna say Kai. When it comes to Kai, he is one of their most popular streamers. Obviously, he rose to power recently. I don't think he is currently one of their most popular streamers, or he wasn't when he got banned. I think
No,
somebody else had
he was
overtaken
the
it.
number one. Nope, he was it. He was the number
Was
one.
he still the
Yeah, I
number one?
believe he was still number 1.
So when it comes to somebody of that popularity, you got to look back at the situation that we had with Dr. Disrespect, right? Like they banned Dr. Disrespect, they got him off of their platform. Now he's suing their ass for everything that he can. Granted, there's no guarantee that he's going to win, but he is taking them to court for every penny that he could possibly do, for defamation, for lost revenue, everything like that. He's come out publicly and basically detailed what they're doing. He hasn't said why they banned him, but he has come out and said that they are taking them to court for a lot of damages, right?
Right.
So you gotta think about it, like go down the route of like banning them and have the risk of them taking you to court for damages versus just let them go to Kick because they don't feel like they're being treated correctly.
Yeah.
and not have to worry about it.
The other thing too that just blows my mind is when we talk about bans and we're talking about indefinite bans or just content creators in general. Like let's take like Kai Cenat and let's take Dr. Disrespect, right? Two very, very, very popular streamers. We could probably argue, or it could be argued as worldwide probably the most popular creators, you know, on the planet, right? When we're talking like name recognition. And
Up there,
you look
yeah.
and you look at like when I look at this, and yeah, I'm gonna take a stand when it comes to this, and this may be something that like, people don't like or whatever else, or don't get. But to me, this is not taking content in your craft seriously. This is, in my opinion, like the reality TV show bullshit where, you know, in the early 2000s, everything became trash TV, and it just became like who can out slut who can be, you know, or whatever else.
Very true.
I'm sorry, like, you know, if you're a Kai fan or whatever else, like it doesn't, this type of content is just the jackass style of content, in my opinion, where you have someone like Doc who the art, the craft, the passion, the drive, the amount of dedication that man takes to put into his streams is just insane, right? You know, and even somebody like, I look at like Asmongold, complete opposite direction, where there's not a lot of production value, but the amount of like dedication and how smart and what that guy does when it comes to his content.
Yeah,
Like,
he deep dives and crafts, you know, his videos and his content and everything.
Right.
You know, I mean, he doesn't put the
I don't.
the
He doesn't need
production
to, he
value
doesn't need
into
to
it,
pull
but he
in
doesn't need that. You know,
he doesn't need
but
to.
he
pull
still
in
takes it seriously.
a
is
dirt
like the
bike
thing.
into his house to try to generate views. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
It's I don't know. It's just a very eye-opening and saddening thing, in my opinion, when we're talking about kind of what is the most popular content now for, you know, creators. And I see and working in this industry, I see so many people that are busting their ass making just phenomenal content. And I'll challenge every single person on this cast, the people that we have in our community. Like, we all put our heart, soul, blood, sweat, and tears into what we do. And so many content creators get burnt out or don't get the recognition they deserve because this is what's popular now. And it's like, I'm not going to do this shit. Like, I don't want to be yelling and screaming at the top of my lungs. I don't want to be acting like a fool to try to get views. Like, that's just ridiculous, in my opinion.
For sure.
So I don't know. So anyway,
I agree with that 100%.
We went off on a little bit of a tangent, but I thought it was something that it's understood when these bans happen and people kind of freak out to look at, like, not only
it definitely needs to be said, because you just jump right to, oh my god, they banned him. What was the reason? You know, and it's like, oh, look at the reasoning. Look at the recent Twitch streams. You know,
right?
What was he doing? You know?
Yeah. No, absolutely.
In other news, though, Soulja Boy has been unbanned after 1 year and 4 months.
Hey,
thank God.
I hope you enjoyed this section of the patch notes, and if you want to see more of this kind of content, maybe check us out live every Thursday night at 10:30 p.m. Eastern on both Twitch and YouTube. Also, check out our other patch notes, and check out our podcast uploads on anchor.fm/prepatch podcast or wherever podcasts are listened to. Much love.